Hey, get away, this is Alex. I'm a crew member that works on board, but right now I'm not on board. I'm in beautiful Madrid, and this is gonna be on the go vlog. So no expectations, not the ultimate guide. I'm gonna just show you how Madrid looks like at the end of October 2025. How the people look like, the city look like. I'm just gonna be walking around and exploring the city. If you're up to this experience, let's go. By the way, this is already the second part of my Madrid visit. To see the full picture, kind of recommended to start with part number 1. And actually this video is part of my Euro trip, which I started in Lisbon. This is actually when I'm spending my vacation being a cruise ship crew member. Hey, get away. This is still Alex, and this is new day, new morning. I just checked out from my hostel and I'm gonna go and explore some place next to me because I want to get some coffee and some little breakfast. In the previous episode, I was trying to apply for Ukrainian passport. That was the reason why I'm in Madrid actually. So let me try to explain what just happened with those documents. So since I couldn't apply for my passport, I need my inner passport. So I contact my family, and luckily there's going to be somebody from our friends or family friends visiting or going to Euro trip. So I'm gonna try to catch them in Budapest. That's why from Romania, I'm also gonna go to Budapest. And right now, I'm gonna sit in Starbucks and I'm gonna try to book those tickets to Budapest, where I've been before, and it's a beautiful, beautiful city. It's raining today in beautiful Madrid, but nothing gonna affect me and my mood. I was just looking already for some new flights. You see, I'm planning my next step, being already on the go. So I decided I'm gonna go and see somebody in Budapest. So I need to buy flights from Bucharest there. So I just passed by this recommended by the Google coffee shop that has a huge line. So I want to sit in, and some of the coffee shops that Google recommends, they just like take away, but I need to sit, so probably I'm gonna go to my favorite Starbucks. It is what it is. And the sky is clearing out a little bit, and I'm already here at the Starbucks, so I'm gonna do it. I like this area. So after my brunch, I'm back to this street, pedestrian street, that should bring me to the Oso y Arbol. I think that's the name of the plaza, and I'm just gonna explore a little bit downtown. Don't have any inspiration to, to go chase something somewhere, since I've been here before, and since for me Madrid was just a transportation hub or the connection hub on my way to Romania. But anyway, walking around and just exploring a bit. It's such an interesting feeling when you're passing by and there's a lot of stores are calling you like, hey, buy from me, from here. But you have the privilege not to buy, not because you cannot, because you don't want, because you have everything. And I'm traveling light with a backpack, and I think I even overpack. I took too much of everything, but anyway, that should be enough to cover this 12 days of my trip. Couple of reflections from the streets of Madrid, and there's more reflections on my Instagram. Inviting you to check it out. Gran Via, that's where my trip to Madrid started. That's where you arrive if you are heading to Gran Via. You're gonna be in the middle of everything, and I'm gonna go that direction. It's like a pedestrian street. walking towards this also I Arbol, I guess that's how they call that particular square, the iconic square. And it goes a little bit of a downhill here, which is great. And it's a random Tuesday, and look, Tuesday noon, look how many people around. By the way, on this street you can find a Carrefour, one here and another one a little bit further there, in case you are looking for one, not far away from Gran Via. You see, I'm trying this vlog to be useful, not only about me. Here you go. So all those 20 of you who's gonna be watching this, maybe consider subscribing, liking, and so on. And thank you in advance. This square looks different than last night. And that's the Oso right there. Wow, I first time see the line to buy a lottery ticket, but that's what I want to show you. Famous statue. Also there, I see something that I like. This is Ukrainian flag. And I can see two ladies reminding the world that the invasion is still happening and the war in Ukraine is still happening. By the way, in the bio you can find a link to my PayPal, and you always can support with $1 or $2, if not then, with spreading awareness about our war, which we don't want to be our war, but unfortunately terroristic state of Russia still exists, so that makes our war still going on. And believe me, we don't want this war, and we know all the civilized world are with us, so you can either spread awareness or help financially, and be sure that I'm gonna send the money in a right direction. There's always charity funds that supporting people there in Ukraine. Since I have my compatriots paisanas there with a little ticket on support to Ukraine, I want to stop by and say hi. Here they are. As you see, very lonely, two of them standing there. Well, our war is not popular. Not that popular, not that much of in the media, right? Я собі для свого влогу підзнімаю, щоб люди знали. This is for the world to remind that, you know, our war is still going on, and again, we don't want this war. So you always can support by donating, or just at least spread awareness. From Madrid. Muchas gracias. Дуже дякую.
Слава Україні!
That's what you should remember. Nice to see your compatriots that are reminding the world about the war. But anyway, let's keep it nice, positive. YouTube doesn't like those serious themes, and other social medias as well. So it is what it is. Let's carry on. Life goes on. The presence of police is minimal on the streets of Madrid. It doesn't mean that I don't feel safe and secure. It means, you know, if it's a self-sufficient society, if they can stand themselves, you know, and they are high educated and stuff, there is not much of a police needed. Yeah, the presence of police should be, you know, but they more like walking around, you know, answering the questions of stupid tourists and stuff. You see those? Means Christmas is soon. Christmas decorations already popping up. This rain in the morning allows me now to take so many nice reflection pictures. Love it, adore it. Today I'm just gonna show you the vibe, the autumn vibe of Madrid. This is something that I haven't tried yet. This is very local, churros and chocolate. So if you are here, make sure that you try those. I'm not showing you the places where you can find those treats, but believe me, you can find them all over. And that's the gateway to Plaza Mayor. Entering La Plaza. Mayor. You know, throughout the years, I want to confess that I used to have the FOMO, and I think I still have it a little bit, you know, fear of missing out. But I developed confidence throughout the years, so now I don't care that much, you know, if I won't visit the places that are on the bucket list of most of the travels and stuff, because anywhere I'm gonna go, it's the new place for me, so I won't miss anything, you know. And if you are traveling or just passing by for a few days, I don't think you need to be scared not to see something, because you know what? Everywhere you're gonna go, it's gonna be a new place for you and new experience. So think about it. I think I found a good puddle right here to show all this. And I was just taking a pictures next to the previous puddle, and some ladies they see me, some older ladies, and they're like, "What are you doing there?" And I show them the secret how to take reflections, and they were very surprised. By the way, if you don't know, you're just gonna need to kneel down and get as much as closer, put your camera as closer to the water surface, which not necessarily supposed to be the water surface. It can be the window or whatever reflection you have there. So it goes like this: you go down and then you take a picture or video. Hey, get away, Alex here from the puddle. You can find me on Instagram for more recent stories and more reflections. Beautiful Madrid. Don't forget, you can find more videos, not only from the puddle, but also from all around the world on this channel. So please consider subscribing. And thank you in advance. I think I stuck here with those reflections. I'm gonna move a little bit further because I also need to do some lunch before my flight, because my flight is already at 7-ish, and I need to get to the airport. Oh wow, look at this. That's the Paraguay and Bolivia flag. By the way, on this channel there is plenty videos from Paraguay where I spent some time of my life. Passing through the arch, you're gonna find Mercado de San Miguel. And this is very important and a very famous one. It's just next to the Plaza Mayor, which is just right there. Let me just show you what is this Mercado looks like. Yeah, I realize I'm shooting against the sun, so better for me to do this. I'm not gonna go there inside, but just to give you a little glimpse, it has a lot to offer. We're gonna go that direction. Since I've been here before, I know that there should be another, like a big palace, something very important for local culture. So let's go. You see, if you're looking forward to see some sightseeing and know how they call and stuff, this is not what is this channel all about. This is more of a vlogging on the go and figuring out what to do and where to go on the go. On the way, there's another beautiful place. Plaza de la Villa, or Villa. I said Villa because I was communicating, and I was living some time. I was communicating a lot, and I was living for some time in Argentina, so that's why I say Villa, but it's Villa, I guess. Yeah, you see, you can learn a lot on this channel. At least I'm showing you some beautiful places. What do we know about Spanish fashion? Well, people on the streets, they look good. Got the picture with that guy somewhere from previous visit. There you go. I know I'm not far away from this main square. Yeah, this Plaza Mayor, that's how you call it, looks like this. And probably it is cool to live there, so you have such a view. And there's like a little valley there, a little bit of a Despacito. That's the view from this deck. Yeah, looks like right there there's nothing going on. No more Madrid.
That's where Madrid reminds me of Seattle, because that building looks like a space needle.
Now I decided I've seen it all today. My program for today for me is done. All the list check in or cross off. Now I'm gonna go eat. In case you wanna know, that's how it looks like. So that's where I've been, this plaza and the view. And then you can see those jardins, so the gardens, which is downstairs. Wow, look at this line here. I wouldn't dare to stand. You really need to be loving history or loving España that much to go there. Maybe to go there once and never go again. But I kind of understand what they are showing there. Anyway, I'm up to more like a current beauty, you know, beauty of a people and their lives, what they are up to right now, and how can you utilize whatever you see to your, or apply that to your life. That's what this channel and this traveling all about. Some bears around. I remember all these places. I have been here before and I went on a walking tour. So if you're gonna come here, make sure that you do the walking tour so you can get to know this place in much better details. Because obviously, historically wise, the place can offer a lot. It just depends what you're up to, you know. My map actually shows that I need to turn towards the city, back to the center, if I want to eat in this place where I eat before. Beautiful surrounding, by the way. Look at these flowers and the architecture. Nice. Somebody just chilling, somebody's taking the pictures, somebody just walking around. So that's where I came from. And I stopped by here, and that's what I'm heading to. It's all about the reflections today. Wow, they selling CDs. That's for real melomans. Do you still remember those CDs, cassettes, and stuff? Turning a bit away from the hustle, and you basically gonna be in the center, but almost on your own. I love it. This is the travel all about, so go out there and explore yourself. Beautiful Madrid, and I'm back to the hustle of a big city. A kiosk where you can find some more information about Madrid. And I'm ending up next to Callao. So this vegetarian buffet, which turned out to be very delicious the other day, it just right there. There is a little street, another block, and you're gonna find it. That's what I'm gonna eat, because to be honest, I didn't find any decent option for myself. I just don't want to experiment. There I can go and take whatever I want and a quantity that I want, and I already know that it's gonna be delicious. So, you know, I'm not up to experiments. Back to Gran Via. That's the turn. That's the place. Dia reminds me of Argentina. I'm not sure if this is Argentinian or maybe that was originally Spanish that arrived, the brand that arrived to Argentina, but I've done so many Dia purchases when I was there in Argentina, and thank you for the hospitality. I found the city mostly flat, or at least that's where I was passing by. But right now it was just a little hill right there, which reminded me my Lisbon, 10 days in Lisbon stay. Anywhere you turn here in downtown, you're gonna find some nice square with nice little cafes and a great local vibe right there. This is all Madrid. Literally, there is no problem with unique coffee shops and stuff. Each and every coffee shop has its own vibe. Restaurant has its own dynamic and clientele. And obviously the variety of food found here. Look, there's like Jamaican flag. Then it says here, Greek shop, whatever. Like I've seen here, the place with Turkish kebab and stuff. Like there's everything for everyone. And that's what I respect the most. And thank you for this, Madrid. Gracias. Just right there, so fruteria. Something that you don't see that much here in a downtown, but you can see it, for example, in Argentina. They still exist. It's nice to see fruteria. So basically the shop where they're selling fruits, most likely. I arrived to the Metro Tribunal, or probably the locals would have said Tribunal. That's where Putin and everybody who's making genocidal war supposed to be, hopefully sooner or later. Everything is branded with Visa Air. This is exactly airline I'm gonna be flying with, and the one that delaying its departure. By the way, there was an extra charge of 3 euros for the airport destination, so keep that in mind. So when you arrive, you probably gonna see this, and you're gonna be offered to buy a card. So I took a metro, and as you see, it's behind me right there. Just be ready for a lady or some guy to check in if you have actually tickets, so be prepared for that one. If you're arriving, you can take a metro, which is very, very convenient right there. You can take a metro or the subway from the airport. This is what I get off. You see, this is the map, and according to this map, I need to still go that direction for maybe another 10 minutes before I'm gonna get to Terminal 1. And Terminal 1 I need for a reason, because I'm going to beautiful Romania, first time in my life. Yeah, I've never been there, so it's gonna be country number 67 on my list. I'm excited. Bucharest, are you excited? Oh wow, look at this, the map. This is what I like. For those geographical nerds like me, this is amazing, you see? With the relief and all the 3D elements or details. Let me tell you, Baracas is a huge airport. I spent here a few hours still waiting, but it's a huge airport. Now this is going to be the ending of my Madrid story. Please stay tuned for more, because from Madrid right now I'm going to be flying to beautiful Romania, Bucharest. I've never been there, so stay tuned for that episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hey, get away. I'll see you in the next one.